tell you what, it's time to build the 302.
This is episode 5, and it's October. We've had some difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. We broke a rod bolt, so we made the executive decision to change all the rod bolts. So we took out all the pistons again. We got some new rod bolts. Steve took the pistons over to his house to really press the rod bolts in properly. And these are stronger. And the rod bolts are important because they're kind of they're one of the main strength points of the motor.
They're holding it all together.
If the rod bolts go, the engines go. So we're going to put in the pistons this morning. We may have some guests today. We will find out. Okay, we're going to put some pistons in.
All right, you got me on, okay?
I got you on. Had to say hi.
Nice to see you, Griff.
Nice to see you. Okay, bye, wife. Give me a kiss.
Go ahead, do your male bonding.
Okay. Tell Paulette. Tell Paulette
we. Put that all together, in there and out of here.
Get it out of here.
Tell Paulette we said hello.
All right. See you later. I have everything I do.
All right. So look who came, everybody. It's Casey Roberts, uppercase, and his brother Griff. They just watched Tristan run in La Mirada, a cross-country race for Pomona College.
That's right.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, Tooth, how far have we gotten already today?
We have 5 pistons in.
5 pistons. Now, this is, how many times have we put these 5 pistons in?
Well, with enough practice, you get good at it, you know. And between the two of us, we're moving right along, working like a team.
I think this is the second time we've put these pistons in, though. We broke a rod bolt. Okay. All right, she's leaving, you guys. Oh, cool.
Already on.
Sierra, keep an eye on her. Warn us, will you? Okay, so anyway, we've put these pistons in 3 times because we broke a rod bolt. And so we ordered new rod bolts, got them in now, and we're going to get the bottom end put in today and maybe get the whole engine put together.
There you go.
So what do you think, Griff?
Looks good. Looks clean.
Okay, excellent.
There isn't enough oil slathered around, though.
Okay, we've had that question. We've said, well, we keep asking Tooth, how much oil do you put on? He says, well, too much is never enough.
That's right. That's the
So we will be putting it more. We'll be putting more on. Okay, cool. Well,
where did you get this 302?
All right. The history as we know it, this came to us from a family friend named Dawson Hadley. Dawson was a brilliant automotive electronic genius. He was the vice president of Edelbrock until he died. He developed a lot of computerized ignition and injection systems. When we were in high school, I rode in one of his test beds with him that he had a complete computerized fuel injection. At that time, that's unheard of, but he was doing that work under Edelbrock. My younger brother had a 70 Cougar with a 351 in it, and we were about ready to rebuild it. And Dawson mentioned he had this little 302. Well, we know what the heck, the 302 will bolt right in. So he gave it to us, we built it up with the intention of putting it in the Cougar. Roger ends up buying a new Monte Carlo, trashed the Cougar. Then we're stuck with this nice, fresh, rebuilt motor on the garage floor.
Never made it.
going into a wagon.
Going into a wagon.
Right here.
Cool.
Very good.
Excellent. So this has some kind of prominence to it then, huh?
Hey, it's got race history.
Do you have any papers for it?
Yeah, there's one right there. Here's some papers
Okay, excellent.
verifying its heritage.
Okay, since we knew Casey was coming in town, we've been doing a tasting of adult beverages.
Really?
Yeah, and when I asked you yesterday, you gave me a great idea.
I did.
What month is this month?
It's October.
What does that mean?
It means Oktoberfest.
That's right. So let's take a trip to the refrigerator. What I did was I did a Googling session online. And what do we have? We have, let's see, what's that called?
Paulaner.
That,
Oktoberfest Marzen.
and that one?
This was aged in 1634.
Yeah, we got to come out here because the
gotta
light's
be good.
bad. My cameraman exited on me, but they're tied actually for number one as being the best Oktoberfest beers.
Wow.
So I got to get a bottle opener. Okay, happy Oktoberfest.
Happy Oktoberfest.
Thanks for coming, guys.
There we go.
Griff made the snide remark, so he said, okay, so we put in one piston and then drink beer? Yes.
Yes.
Ooh, that's good.
That is excellent. Now this is like
It's crisp.
pretty alcoholic beer from what I've read.
Okay,
Like
well,
5% or something like that. So
Fits my bill.
we'll find out.
excellent. Okay, another piston, shall we?
It says it impairs our ability to...
There's our camera person. Excellent. Hannah is here. She can take video now.
How tired I am.
Are you all car washed out?
Oh my god.
You were at the
How many car washes?
So many.
Hundreds? Good day then. Must have raised some money.
We raised like
Welcome
close
home.
to $500, I think.
Wow.
Hi. Don't video me.
How many cars did you wash?
Like a lot. I can't even count.
Okay, so get comfortable, and then you're on camera duty.
And my car's dirty. You could use some. It's really dirty.
Stay put.
All right, what do you got there now?
I'm putting the ring compressor away, Rob.
Excellent. That
I'm making
means
it a executive decision, whereas we've put these pistons in for the last time. Damn it.
all right. That's excellent. We'll turn that block over. Let's see how that's a good sight to have all 8 pistons actually in there. There's 4 of them. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, Casey, you've had an ongoing concern about some plant trimming that's been going on here.
Actually, that's the purpose for our arrival here, is to check out and see how you've been doing with your landscaping.
Because those plants were looking pretty bad last time,
They
right?
were looking, actually, they were looking Charlie Brown.
Okay, well, I'm going to fade out, and we're going to go check on the plants to see how they're doing.
There was nothing green on it.
Okay, that's the message that Debbie was giving me the last time you guys saw her ranting. Now, she left. She didn't want to be a part of this. She said, quote unquote, Rob Hare, don't mess with me today. So, here's the plants in the daylight. Looks very nice. What do you think, Case?
I'd say
Okay.
not bad.
Now, Griff, you didn't see the final product when Debbie was ranting before. Did these plants look acceptable?
This looks great.
Excellent.
This looks like a horticultural miracle.
Okay, so there's the ficus tree or the camellia or whatever that is.
Are these leaves? Are they real?
Yes, they are
they're
real.
not-
They're not fake, okay? Now, let's look at the ficus tree that was naked. Look at that. Is that excellent?
Charlie Brown. That's exactly
Should I do
what I'm saying.
my closest Huell-Hauser impression?
You should do your closest Huell-Hauser impression.
You mean this is a ficus tree?
That's a ficus tree.
And you pruned this yourself?
I
Rob?
did. I did, yes.
And it once looked like what?
It had no leaves on it a couple months ago.
You mean it was dead,
It looked dead.
and it's come back to life.
Those are beautiful leaves. They look waxy. Case, what do you think? Come on.
They are waxy. They're fake. He's drilled into the side.
I think he's going to stay
put
married.
fake
I think the
foliage
marriage
in
is
it.
going to last.
See, now I haven't gotten any feedback from the Debinator on these yet, so
Rob,
Just a little.
I was hoping she would be
Miracle-Gro?
here.
do you do this with the Christmas tree?
I leave the Christmas tree alone.
I'm going to add a little Oktoberfest cheer to the ficus.
Excellent, excellent. Excellent.
There we go.
There we go.
That'll do it just right. So, the result of the plants, Case,
I'm impressed. They came back.
you like it? Did I do okay?
Are these the originals, or did you put new ones in?
No, these are the
These are the same
originals.
ones? Really?
Same ones.
The same ones. I would have.
Same ones.
How about alongside the house? Did you get those trimmed?
I did.
Okay. Do we want to look at those?
No, there's too many weeds back there now.
Did the wife not file the papers after all?
Not yet. The day is not over. Well, Casey, Griff, sorry you got to go already. Where'd you do? Drop Kathy off somewhere?
Yeah, she's at the mall shopping. Yeah, we
I better let you go.
Yeah, you better let me go.
Well, parting gifts. I know you already have one of these, but Griff, here's a Raveler CD.
Thank you very much.
And like we've given Harold and Mike Woodley, there's some heavy-duty hand soap. You can leave it in your shop. I know that'll
Thank you.
be put to good use. Mike thought this was bullfrog, but that's heavy-duty hand soap.
Could work with
And some for you,
All
Case.
right, thank you.
We got all 8 pistons in.
We're hitting on 8.
Hitting on 8 cylinders. Tooth and I are going to continue. We're going to continue with the oil pump and try to get the oil pan on. Maybe we'll even get the heads on. We'll film some more of that. Case, thanks for
Rob.
coming by.
Happy
Rob,
Oktoberfest.
thank you very much. Looking forward to getting this car to
My
you to
pleasure.
put the
Good to see
engine
you. I'll
in.
take a
Griff is
look.
going to be the man to actually put this motor in.
It's going to be next week, Rob.
No. No. Probably in a month or so.
Wonderful place to be.
Yeah, consider it a place you can stop anytime.
Nice meeting you, Steve.
You too. Well, we'll be spending time over
We'll
at
be
your
around.
place because when this thing starts to make noise, it's going to be in your shop.
Okay.
Until you get fed up and say, Rob, tow this thing out of here. Do this at your house.
Well, about the time it
Hey, Rob, where's Bill Baldwin? I thought he was coming.
You know, just before you got here, yesterday Bill called me and he said he was coming over. His BMW won't be finished for about a month. But he called me at about noon saying he was just gonna stand us up because his car's not finished yet. And he didn't want to come over without having his car finished yet. Weak. So
Nothing's changed. It's all about Bill.
it's all about Bill.
It's all about
That's it.
Bill.
He's missing great beer. He
It's all about Bill.
He could have had
a
a
CD.
Could have had some
hand
hand
cleaner.
soap. Yeah. Actually, in all fairness, his wife Roz had knee surgery. Hope she's doing better, Bill. And his daughter has the flu, so he had to stay home and
Okay.
take care of things.
That's different.
But he will be here one of these days.
He better be here one of these days.
He will be. You're on the hook, Bill.
All right, Steve, Rob, thanks.
Great seeing you, man.
Okay, that was cool that Casey and Griff cruised by. Now our next step is to get this part put on. That's the oil pump. And that goes, this is the engine upside down again. That goes right here. And then we'll get the oil pan on. And then we'll see where we go from there. Those beers are pretty good. Let's revisit, shall we?
Absolutely.
Now, Tooth, you tried this one, right?
Right.
What is that one called?
Well, pardon my German, looks like Weizenstephaner. Weizenstephaner.
Fest beer. Now, both of these beers were voted as the #1 Oktoberfest beer. Hold up that other one. That's the one I had. The Polliner. Is that what it's called?
The Polliner.
We'll get a close-up in there.
Oktoberfest. Marzen.
Yeah, these are both excellent beers. So, for you who want to try some excellent beers for Oktoberfest, I got these at Bevmo. You can buy them. I bought them by the bottle. They are about $2 and change per bottle. Excellent stuff.
Thumbs up.
Okay, yeah, great. That thing ready to put on?
We're there.
All right, show us how that goes on there. Got to have a gasket, right?
Just happen to have one.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Now, what would happen if we forgot to put this on?
The motor would run for about 2 minutes.
And then what?
It would seize from lack of oil pressure.
Which would result in what?
A trash motor.
Okay, we don't want that.
We'd spend a lot of Rob Hare's money.
Yeah, we don't want that
We
either.
don't want that.
I don't have any of that anymore.
Deb Hare won't allow it.
No. Okay, we got the oil pump on. We were thinking about putting the oil pan on, but The scientist here says we got to put the front cover on first, so going over it with a little file so that it's nice and flat.
Nice!
How do you like the paint job I put on that?
I like it.
Okay, everybody, see that look on Steve's face? That is a look of question. A pensive look. Don't know what other word to put to that. What are you thinking there, Tooth Man?
Well, we purchased this Ford Racing front balancer. It comes with its own pointer. It doesn't quite seem to fit anywhere. So now I'm beginning to wonder what's the proper orientation of this relative to the motor, and it'll tell us where the pointer has to be. Can we use the old pointer that fits, or must we somehow integrate the new pointer that doesn't fit?
Today was going so well,
It was.
and Griff just left. But maybe not an easy answer anyway.
He's our number one piston. So
So we're going to get it all oriented to the number one top dead center.
right.
And then
Position
figure it out?
should fire, and then we'll figure out where the balancer needs to be.
Okay. Alright, what do we got?
We have ourselves another minor problem to overcome.
Uh-oh.
We'll orient the motor into the proper firing position to see where the pulley winds up. We got our number one piston where it needs to be to fire. Our timing marks on the damper tell us the pointer needs to be right here at the 0 degree position.
Okay.
So the old pointer mounts over here. It's in the wrong location.
Alright. So we chuck that.
The new pointer
That came with the damper.
mounts right here.
Uh-huh.
That appears to be in the correct location.
Okay.
Problem is, with what they've got going here, it won't quite mount up to our plate.
Do we need to do a little machining?
Yep, we're going to have to do something to make this fit. It goes right here, but it's interfering. We may have to grind away and do some stuff
Okay.
to make this pointer fit those two holes.
But do you think we can make it fit? With a little grindage?
We're going to have to.
Alright.
We're going to have to. Now, with this little problem to rear its ugly head, we need to mount the front cover before we can bolt up the oil pan. This little showstopper may slow us up for a day. We'll see. Son of a gun.
Okay, so here's the story. We have to head over to Tooth's house because he has the tools we need. We've got to grind a piece to make it fit, right, Tooth?
That's it.
We've got to grind on this timing pointer so that it fits in its proper space. So, we're on our way. We'll be back. Okay, we're back over at Tooth's house. There's Newbie. Tooth's making some marks on that thing. We're going to grind it down so it fits, and then head back over to my garage. Needs to fit that front plate.
So we're going to kind of notch it about like that.
Very cool.
And this has got to come off.
Grind away.
Time for noise. Lordy, we got a long ways to go.
Long ways to go.
Yeah, shoot. Dang.
Got a custom piece yet?
Starting to feel like a dentist,
All right.
grinding away, you know.
No pun intended,
All I hear
right?
Shrieks of pain. We're getting closer, but boy, we had to notch that guy pretty good. We're getting there.
Right on. Custom.
Getting there. Looks like right there a bit.
Looks pretty close.
There it is. It is. Now what's happening is the pointer's hitting. I'm getting nervous. Something else is bugging me. I'm wondering how the water pump is going to set. If this son of a gun is...
We didn't bring the water pump with us.
Oh, we didn't. So here we kind of got the bracket to fit. But now I'm beginning to think, once the water pump's in place, we may be dead in the water anyway.
We may have to fashion our own pointer.
Okay, well, one thing at a time. We'll get this damn thing to fit somewhat. Looks like we may have to stack a washer or two, but that's possible. Need a couple of spacers to space it back. Just will it work? Will it work?
I don't like the tone of your voice.
I don't either. I don't like the fact that this thing is over here and it might be obliterated by the water pump.
Well, let's go back and have a piece of pizza or two and figure that out.
That's where we're at. Shoot. I'm just sort of worried that this dang thing's going to be someplace now where we can't even see it. Then what do?
Punt.
You know, it's kind of like, gee, we need the marks over here. But the wheel's not marked that way. Alright, well, one thing at a time.
Okay, we're back up in my garage, and we have run into the problem where in Tooth's right hand, on your left, is the original harmonic balancer, and the one on the right is the one I bought, but the problem is the pointer is wrong for the new one. So we have come upon another roadblock, huh, Steve?
Yes, we have.
So
We got the wrong balancer. We need another balancer.
it's kind of technical, but just take our word for it. Alright, we're going to do what we can. Still put the front cover on, right? Is that what we're going to do?
Yeah, we should be able to try to get that on there. And at least button it up that far.
Okay, put the oil pan on.
Pan on it. And if we can get that far, in light of our current setback, I think we can call the day as somewhat a success.
Cool. Meanwhile, I'm going to have another piece of pizza.
And a beer.
Right on. Okay, here's what we did over at Steve's house. The pointer on the left, the metal one, is the new one. And he ground it out so it fits all nice and cool, custom-like, right in the notches there. The blue one is the original one that was on the motor. This pulley goes with that pointer. This pulley is the old one that goes with the original pointer. Now tell us the dilemma, Tooth.
Okay, we felt no problem. We'll just move the pointer to its correct side to correlate to the correct damper. But now here's the deal breaker. Water pump mounts like thus.
Can't get to the
Pointer's
pointer.
underneath the lower radiator hose. It's totally obliterated for any possible use.
Because you need to shine a timing light on that.
Right. So we need to make the necessary changes to go back to the factory type style with the pointer over here that we can view it in order to time the motor.
So I should take that damper down to the auto parts store and I say I need a new one of those.
Exactly.
Just like that one.
Bum deal is, here we have this brand spanking new one that we can't use, and sure would be nice if we could get some value out of it somehow. Hey, does anybody want to trade?
Yeah. Anybody have a 302 that needs
anyone
that
have a
one?
302? We'll swap parts.
Okay. Well, no big deal.
Setback.
Another day. All right. Another beer.
Another beer. Darn it.
Okay, Steve, now they're asking, well, why don't you just use that one you have on the right?
Oh, because the shaft where it engages the seal is worn and damaged. Overuse, the old used one has worn a groove right where the seal will ride. And this is a primary source for an oil leak in the front of the motor.
Okay.
And Deb Hare will not allow oil spots on the driveway.
No, she will not. All right, so we'll spend another 60, 70 bucks and get us a new one.
Nice paperweight.
Okay, we got the front cover on. That's the old balancer. This piece here, we'll get a new one of those. Steve has put the gasket for the pan on this side, and he's gooping silicone oh so carefully along this side. We want to have a real nice seal on the oil pan, of course. Otherwise, what happens?
It leaks.
And we don't want leaks.
No oil spots on Deb Hare's driveway.
No, sir. Okay, beautiful October day. We've had some great beers. Oktoberfest beer and Pauliner. Excellent beers. You can't go wrong with either one of them, especially on a nice fall day like today. It was great to have Casey and Griff stop by. What we've done today is we have buttoned up the bottom end, as Tooth says. We've got the oil pan on. All 8 pistons are in. Hooray! The next step is the intake manifold and the heads.
That's it.
Lash the valves. We'll talk about lashing the valves next time.
It's a little kinky.
And other than that, that's it. A little bummed out that you didn't show up, Bill Baldwin, but we'll look forward to having you again. We understand. Hope your wife and daughter are feeling much better, and we'll see you all again. Tooth, thanks a lot. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, see y'all later. That's the end of Project 302 Day 5.
That's what they sing in Germany in Oktoberfest. Ein Prosit, ein Prosit. Forget the rest of it.
All right. See y'all.
Trust me. I like it, Rob. She looks nice.
Oh, the boys will be back now. You're part of the crew. See you next time on Project 302.